In this video tutorial, we're going to have a look at another component of XtraBuild. This is called XtraBuild Runtime. Usually, XtraBuild Runtime is installed on the end user's computer and allows you to run your projects. In the Recent tab, you will see a list of two databases, XtraBuild CRM Lite Demo and CRM Lite. XtraBuild CRM Lite is a working project but doesn't contain any data. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to choose the first one, CRM Lite Demo, which is also a working project, but contains data. If you click on it, the database is being loaded, and you'll be prompted with this database access screen, where you have to add in the username and the password. When deploying the projects, you have the option to allow anonymous login. When that option is ticked, this database access screen will not be shown. But to log into this database, we're going to use admin as a username and also admin as a password. Click on Login now. After the project has been loaded, you can see that a very nice ribbon bar is accessible. All the buttons that you can see over here are customizable in XtraBuild Designer and are tied up to views. And if you click on one of them, we can see a graphical representation of those views. Now let's see what happens if we click on different buttons. Let's click on Customers and then on Company. We can see that these forms have been opened up as tabs below. And a very cool feature is that you can play with these tabs by dragging them around like this. And this will come in handy if you have multiple screens and you want to drag these forms around on the desired screen. If you want to close one of these tabs, simply click on the X on the upper right side. Or if you want to tap it back again, you can do stuff like this. Let's close these two forms for now. Also receipts, and have a look at the invoices. This is going to open up another tab below, and now you have a very cool way of visualizing your data. On the left side of the screen, you can see your invoices, and on the right side, the associated customer. But you can do more with this. You can also maximize this part of the form and see more details about your invoices. You can minimize it back. You can also have some conditional formattings by right-clicking on the column header, conditional formatting, and apply different rules. It will affect the color of your cells depending on some values or some particular conditions that you want. You can also have multiple columns over here by choosing Column Chooser and drag and dropping different columns to your form and viewing the data inside. Let's close the column chooser for now. You can play with the arrangement of the columns. You can drag them around and change the order of them being displayed. And if you want to create a printable version of this form, you can just click on the print symbol above, and this will generate a report of your invoices. From now on, you can either export to and choose a different format like PDF, HTML, and other formats, or email it as an attachment. But let me show you something even more interesting. Let's close this window for now. What happens if your customer wants to modify this form? Well, you can make groupings by simply dragging the columns by which you want to group. So let's say we want to group by the unpaid column and also by the customer column. Now you have all this information grouped, and you can generate a new report by clicking over here. And this is how your report looks like. The information is already grouped by the unpaid criteria and also by the customer. Again, you can export it and save it to your computer, or you can email it as a PDF, HTML, or other formats. How cool is this, right? Getting back to our form, we can close this. And in order to remove these groupings, just drag those groupings back to the grid. Now the groupings have been removed. But what if you have hundreds of entries in this grid? Well, you can search for particular ones by clicking Ctrl F. This opens this window where you can search for entries. Let's force for GAM. This will bring up all the customers that have this GAM in the name. You can delete these entries and you're back to your grid. But if you don't like shortcuts like Ctrl F, you can right click on one of the column headers over here and choose Show Find Panel. This is going to bring up the same search window. But all of a sudden, your customer is going to say, enough of these columns and numbers. Show me some nice reports. And that's just fine. Let's do that. Going to the Reports tab over here, you have a series of reports available like dashboards, total worked hours. Let's first have a look at a more simpler one, like total worked hours. On the left side, you will have your data, which is already grouped by customer. And on the right side, you'll have your charts. If you click on a grouping, you'll see the data represented on a graphical array on the right side for this selection. You can have multiple selection by clicking on multiple items and holding down the Control key. Or if you want, you can change the grouping by dragging the column up here as we did in the previous example. Of course, this report is also exportable as a PDF, HTML, RTF, image, and many others. And now let's go back to our reports and have a look at a dashboard. This is going to bring up a lot of information, which is going to be displayed in many types of charts, bar charts, KPIs, and many others. Let's maximize this to have a better view of it. And this is how your dashboard is going to look like. We can close this one and this one as well. And now I would like to show you how you can manage users. First of all, you can manage your own user by going to this icon over here, which is called User Security. Click on it. This is going to bring up a window where you can change your name, your email, your password. You'll also have an indicator. It will show you how strong your password is. You can also fill in additional information and save and close. And you can also manage other users. Go to the next icon called User Management. This is the place where you can create new users that can access this application. Provide a username, a password, fill in additional information if you like, and provide administrative privileges from this section. Save and close after you fill in this information, and you're done. I hope this has been informative for you, and I would like to thank you for watching.